when I do international brews, they aren't always just from Europe, because that's not just international. We even got stuff down from the Caribbean. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Ruski, for another Ruski review. And today the beer I have for you is from Trinidad and Tobago. This is their Carib Premium Lager. Boom, there you go. Blue and yellow. It's a good time down in the Caribbean. I've never been to Trinidad or Tobago, so I'm a little excited to see what kind of beers they drink down there. I gotta go grab a bottle cap, so just give me one moment and I'll go grab one and we'll crack this open and see what we got. Alright, got the 50 BMG bottle opener right here. Let's crack this open, see. Oh, let's see what we got. Carib branded bottle cap right over there. I don't have my box of special where I keep all my beer taps, so I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to pour it up into my Wellington pint glass. Because why not? We already know the color of the beer. Pretty clear, like a regular lager. But let's just see what it has to offer. Oh my god, that's a lot of head. That was kind of an aggressive pour there. But looking at the beer itself, very, very light golden yellow color. And a lot of head on that particular pour. That's alright, no complaints. A little bit of carbonation coming through, not too bad. On the nose, skunky, farty aromas, like decaying or dying grass and hay and leaves almost, per se. Smells similar to that of a Heineken with that skunkiness. Doesn't smell super appealing, to be honest. More like an old fart, per se. But hopefully it does not taste like an old fart. Let's have a sip. And on the taste, there's really not that much. It's like, how would I describe it? Sweet water, perhaps. Tastes very watery. Not too super flavorful at all. But just like a hint of sweetness. Of like a stevia or something, or an artificial sweetener. You pour that in the water, kind of get a sweet water out of that. That would be the closest sort of flavor to me. But let's dive in a little bit more. So cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. Yeah, fairly flavorless, nice bit of grassy note in there, but majority of it is lightly sweetened water, if that makes any sense, with a nice but kind of ish skunky aftertaste. It's not bad. It's not great. It's okay. It's crisp. It's refreshing. It's very light on the mouth, light in the mouthfeel, but not really what you're looking for. But does it cool you off in a place like Trinidad and Tobago? I don't doubt it one bit. It's very, very refreshing. The flavors, though, are not the greatest. Moving over to the bottle, which is a 330 ml bottle coming in at 5% alcohol by volume, unknown IBUs. Untapped has nothing, the website has nothing, and yeah, that's kind of where you're kind of at. So let's read the bottle. Brewed and bottled by Carib Brewery on Avogador. Wait, what? I'm reading the French. I should be reading the English. Carib Brewery Ltd, Eastern Main Road, Champs Fleurs, Trinidad, WI, Wisconsin? Does that make sense? I don't know, but okay, whatever. On the back for a description, no description, imported, blah, 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 blah. But there is a best before date, and this is best before, clearly labeled, February 2020. I like that. Clearly labeled. It's a good time when that happens, and that's absolutely awesome. So at least there is something worth, retaining of informational-wise stuff and things about the logo. You got a logo there. red, not red, really, Nikolai, red. Majority is yellow and blue. You got a little bit of red lettering there, but nothing too much red. My brain's not working apparently. Flavorless, but it's not terrible. Moving over to the website right now, caribbean.com. You come over here, you go to the brands. You scroll down to the Carib Lager. There is a little video, but there is a big, long description. And I don't know if this is about the beer or what. But I'm going to do a little quick thing. The final intent stated, blah, 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 blah. This is more of a little story. Realistically, we can skip that because this is not really a real story. It's just a story about Carib, or just a, fictional story about grabbing a Carib and enjoying, blah, 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 blah. But down at the bottom is where it kind of really counts. I at least think so. Since 1950, Carib has been a bona fide thirst quencher and a symbol for everything quintessentially Caribbean. Energy and warmth that are briefly tempered by a cool sea breeze. It is a balanced, full-bodied, and distinctly smooth lager that takes refreshing to another level. The revitalizing appeal of this continental-style brew has made it an instant and permanent favorite, and is the first choice for any occasion. Like I've said, I've had better, so maybe not, but whatever. Specifications: 5.1 to 5.4 ABV. The Canadian version, 5%. So a little bit of a discrepancy there. Not the worst in the world, but still, website. It's a pretty website, but information-wise, it's meh. What do we do next? LCBO. LCBO, if you want to try the Carib Lager, you can go to your local LCBO and pick up a 6-pack of these 330 ml bottles for $12.85. So it's not too expensive at all. It's not that expensive. So if you want to try something from a different place, by all means, go for it. I mean, even if it's good or if it's bad, it's kind of nice just to try something from a different country because, information and expansion of minds and tastes. And beer's good. Whether it's bad or good, beer's still good. And finally, moving over to Untapped. Untapped is rating the Carib Lager 2.93 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of a whopping just under 25,000 reviews. Overall, it's not the best beer I've had. It's not the worst beer I've had. It's meh. It's fine. It's refreshing, though. That's the thing. That's what it's got going for it, is that it's refreshing. So with that said, cheers on this final refreshing sip, and let's get right to ratings. Carib Lager from Trinidad and Tobago. Decent stuff. Not my favorite. Solid 4 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, the look of it is very, very nice. The information is lackluster, but they do have a clearly labeled best before date. And that actually sends a lot of points to the presentation. Just because of, we usually on macro beers, you don't get that kind of information. They like to withhold it. They don't even care about it. But Carib did. And I like that about them. Website, very flashy, super flashy. A lot of babes, a lot of big trucks showing the Carib name, blah, 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 blah. And the pictures, a little bit of a story, fictional, non-fiction, doesn't matter. Information about the beer is there, slightly, not a lot. Presentation gets a solid 4 out of 10 as well. Majority of that is because of that best before date. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Ruski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. With all that said, that's going to do it for me, Ruski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. So let's pour it up like we're in the Caribbean, where we're drinking our faces off, because that's what you do in the hot places down in the southern North Americanness, kind of Central America. That's what you do. Drinking, be happy. Cheers.